Islam, Islam, Islam. This video is called Biblios, Helio, Tech. This is the Latin word for a Bible. So in my last video, what we talked about was the four corners that rule the earth realm, which is religion, astronomy, law, and history. These four corners all create a single chain. They cannot exist without the other. In my last video, we talked about the true spiritual hierarchy of the Bible and how the Bible is a set of scriptures, but it's not all the scriptures that exist and are affiliated with the story that you find in the Bible. Now, what we need to fully understand, though, is that the Bible is mostly not talking about the spiritual hierarchy. So let's be clear about that. It's mostly talking about the kings of the earth, the rulers of the earth, the governors of the earth. Even Jesus, when Jesus was in the earth, he was warned against political entities, the Pharisees, King Herod. Okay, he was not warned against unseen devils. You could say that the unseen devils were the hand behind these vessels, but it doesn't change the fact that it was vessels that were being dealt with. Okay, so what you find in the 1611 King James Bible, which seems to be the Bible that most Bible thumpers or so-called Christians, so-called Catholics, they seem to hold this book to high esteem. And we know that from my previous videos that King James was a master demonologist. He gets the checkpoint. All right. So 50 years, a century before the King James 1611 Bible was written, you had the Geneva 1560 Bible. Okay. So let me show you how the Bible has been altered in order to fixate your mind on a battle that's outside of your control. Because in fact, the Bible is talking about a battle that is flesh and blood 90% of the time. Okay, but the Bible was altered in order to make you believe that it's a phantom battle that is happening, that you have no control over. You just got to pray for change. You're not supposed to be the one creating and doing the change, as if the Father didn't place your physical chess piece here to move. You're asking the Father to move on the chessboard instead of you, the chess piece. All right, so in the 1611 King James Bible, he says in this scripture right here, boom, what he says is that we war against unseen powers and principalities. All right. In the 1560 Geneva Bible, I'm going to have to get my hands on that one because the internet doesn't want to show us this book very easily. But in the 1599 version of the Geneva Bible, it still says that we war against worldly governors. All right, so that's a huge difference. Unseen powers versus worldly governors. I mean, well, we got to make sense out of this one, guys. All right, now the point that I'm making with that is that Adam was made as the governor of the earth realm. He was made as the governmental ordinance department. He was the physical flesh and blood God of the earth. And then his sovereignty was taken from him. All right. So your sovereignty is given back to you through covenants with the Most High. All right. So that's what a constitution is, a covenant with the Most High. All right. So now that we've broken all this down, to give you a small overview, if you do not repatriate with your nation that has a covenant or constitution with the Most High God, you were not being what you were created to be in the book of Genesis, which was a governor, a sovereign body on the earth. Okay? What you're choosing to be instead is property to a corporation on your own landmass in your own country, if you're a so-called African American who is really a Moorish American. So I'm going to leave you with that. Choose your government, which ultimately chooses the God you serve today. All right. Peace and love.